The Navy is evaluating whether to mount its new electromagnetic railgun weapon aboard the high-tech DDG-1000 destroyer by the mid-2020s. The DDG-1000's integrated power system provides a large amount of onboard electricity sufficient to accommodate the weapon. The first of 3 planned DDG-1000 destroyers was christened in April of last year. Ziv said Navy leaders believe the DDG-1000 is the right ship to house the railgun, but that additional study was necessary to examine the risks. A rigorous study on the issue should be finished by the end of this year, Ziv said. The DDG-1000 is 65% larger than existing 9,500-ton Aegis cruisers and destroyers with a displacement of 15,482 tons. The DDG-1000's integrated power system, which includes its electric propulsion, helps generate up to 58 megawatts of onboard electrical power, something seen as key to the future when it comes to the possibility of firing a railgun. It is also possible that the weapon could someday be configured to fire from DDG-51 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers. We've looked at ships as small as DDG-51s. It takes something of that size. This isn't something you are going to put on an LCS, Ziv added. Meanwhile, the Navy plans to test fire its new electromagnetic railgun at sea for the first time in the summer of 2016 from on board the USNS Trenton, a joint high-speed vessel, service officials said. The test shots will take place at Eglin Air Force Base. During the test, the railgun will fire a series of GPS-guided hypervelocity projectiles at a barge floating on the ocean about 25 to 50 nautical miles away. We're going to fire it against a floating target. We're trying to gauge the ability to engage a target over the horizon, Ziv explained. We're going to have a gradual ramp-up and gather data. This is a significant event, but it is also a key learning point. The Navy is developing the railgun weapon for a wide range of at-sea and possible land-based applications. The weapon can fire guided, high-speed projectiles more than 100 miles, which makes it suitable for cruise missile defense, ballistic missile defense and various kinds of surface warfare applications. The railgun uses electrical energy to create a magnetic field and propel a kinetic energy projectile at Mach 7.5 toward a wide range of targets, such as enemy vehicles, or cruise and ballistic missiles. The weapon works when electrical power charges up a pulse-forming network. That pulse-forming network is made up of capacitors able to release very large amounts of energy in a very short period of time. The weapon releases a current on the order of 3 to 5 million amps, that's 1,200 volts released in a 10 millisecond timeframe. That is enough to accelerate a mass of approximately 45 pounds from 0 to 5,000 miles per hour in 1/100th of a second. The hypervelocity projectile is a kinetic energy warhead, meaning it has no explosives engineered into it. This lowers the cost and the logistics burden of the weapon. The rate of fire is 10 rounds per minute. Due to its ability to reach speeds of up to 5,600 miles per hour, the hypervelocity projectile is engineered as a kinetic energy warhead, meaning no explosives are necessary. The hypervelocity projectile can travel at speeds up to 2,000 meters per second, a speed which is about 3 times that of most existing weapons. Although it has the ability to intercept cruise missiles, the hypervelocity projectile can be stored in large numbers on ships. Unlike other larger missile systems designed for similar missions, the hypervelocity projectile costs only $25,000 per round. The railgun can draw its power from an onboard electrical system or large battery, Navy officials said. The system consists of 5 parts, including a launcher, energy storage system, a pulse-forming network, hypervelocity projectile and gun mount. While the weapon is currently configured to guide the projectile against fixed or static targets using GPS technology, it is possible that in the future the railgun could be configured to destroy moving targets as well, Ziv explained.